Russia has been targeting ports and storage facilities vital for shipping grain from Ukraine. The strikes come after Moscow pulled out of the Black Sea Grain Initiative last month, an agreement that allowed Kyiv to export grain to global markets during the Russian invasion. On Thursday, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken chaired a meeting at the United Nations Security Council focused on food insecurity, and called out Moscow as Ukrainian trucks can no longer load their grains onto ships.
Every member of this council, every member of the United Nations should tell Moscow enough. Enough using the Black Sea as blackmail. Enough treating the world's most vulnerable people as leverage. Enough of this unjustified, unconscionable war.
International Rescue Committee President David Miliband told the Council there is consensus that conflict is the primary driver of food insecurity today, worsened by the climate crisis.
We also know the countries. Every single assessment has the same list: Somalia, Afghanistan, Yemen, Nigeria, South Sudan, Sudan, Burkina Faso, Mali, Haiti. The analysis is not in dispute, but analysis is too often followed by paralysis.
Blinken noted that 5 years ago, the UN Security Council adopted a resolution saying that the intentional starvation of civilians may constitute a war crime.
Nearly 90 countries, including the United States, have already signed a new joint communique that we drafted and circulated, committing to end the use of famine, starvation, and food as weapons of war. Hunger must not be weaponized. I urge all member states to join this communique.
Russian President Vladimir Putin hosted leaders of African countries late last month for a summit, as the continent braced for the consequences of Moscow's withdrawal from the Ukraine grain export deal. Moscow tried to reassure its African partners, saying it understood their concern and was ready to export grain for free to African countries that need it. At the United Nations, relief experts discussed the global food supply, saying it is not a question of there not being enough food to feed everyone. It is a question of people in many countries not having enough food to survive because it is being blocked by unnecessary conflict. Saine, VOA News.